Alright, we're back with more Final Fantasy. Turns out my sister was frickin' home all along and didn't frickin' decide to call mom on the house phone. Anyways, when we last left off, we had just got part 1 of our multi-tiered plan of getting into Castrum Centri. We're gonna get into our second part now. And for that, we're gonna talk to Sark. Dress for... You are called Bayan Oroni, yes? I've heard of your plight from my friend Garleans. As a fellow adventurer and son of Eorzea both, I would offer you my assistance. In order to infiltrate Castrum Centri, you and your comrades must disguise yourselves as Imperial soldiers. The question is how to go about acquiring the uniforms and helms. There are places a man might purchase them, but individuals who deal in such wares are not the sort to whom you would entrust your secrets. It would be more prudent, I believe, to procure what you need via traditional means from the bodies of their recently deceased owners. The fortified area before Castrum Centri never lacks for Imperial patrols. It ought not take long to obtain 3 sets of gear, 1 for each member of the infiltration team, Biggs, Wedge, and yourself. When you have what you need, please return here and allow me to inspect the spoils. Alright, we're headed back to Castrum. Nope, you're not catching my ass. So it's basically killing the same guys I killed earlier, and then 1 more. I wish we could cast haste on ourselves. I mean, really. What's wrong with giving us haste? Come on, you fucker. You're the last one I need. Alright, let's get the fuck back to, base. Were you able to obtain 3 sets of Imperial equipment? Damage, as I had suspected. In their present condition, I fear these uniforms and helms are like to draw suspicion. They must be repaired, if only superficially. Fortunately, I have some skilled artisans among my acquaintances. Please take the uniforms to the Weavers Guild in Ul'dah, and the helms to the Armorers Guild in Limsa. I will send word so that both places know to expect you. Rest assured, your mission will be kept in the utmost confidence. Alright, first stop, Ul'dah. Where we were just at like 5 seconds ago. Ah, you must be the adventurer Bayan Orunir. Welcome, welcome. My Lord Sark Malark sent word that you would be along. So what garments are these that require attention? Oh my. Well, I am certain you have your reasons, and I shan't question them. Nor do you need fear that I will spread gossip. My Lord Sark Malark is one of our very best clients, though these days I'm told he spends more time roaming the land as an adventurer. Far be it from me to question my lord's taste, but I struggle to understand why a man of his fabulous wealth would forsake the comforts of his estate for a life of danger and hardship. And the repairs are done. I was instructed to prioritize swiftness, and so I did. While we can't vouch for the protective capacity of the garments, they certainly look the part, even if I do say so myself. Payment? Never you mind that. Sending my regards to my Lord Sark Malark will be payment enough. Alright. No, not there. Next up, my favorite place, Limsa. Damn it, Limsa is so much better when it's sunny and not misty. Oh, Guildmaster Hananza. Bayan Orunir. I have been expecting you. Sark Malark gives me to understand that you come on his behalf with unusual items. Yes, very unusual indeed. Though no more outlandish in order than I have come to expect from the merchant prince turned adventurer. Your awkward staring tells me I said something improper. Oh, Sock did not mention his background to you. That was likely his intent, but I suppose there's no help for it now that I'm about to tell you the whole story. Sock Malak is the son of a successful Uldan merchant. Though still tender in years, he has an eye for profit, and has made millions in his own right. Having achieved thus, he turned his attention towards his true passion, adventuring, and left the management of his fortune to trusted aides. The helms are ready. With a little more time, I could have achieved a higher quietly finished, but I was given to understand that you were in some haste. These should serve your needs well enough. Lest you wonder about payment, Sock Malak has already settled the bill. Do pass along my regards when next you see him. Alright, back to Mor Dhona. Have you had the uniforms and helms repaired? Yes, these will serve beautifully. Both Athelvine and Hananza never fail to impress. The quality of these repairs should fool even a legatus. Thus equipped, you should not have any trouble blending in amongst Imperial forces. Lest you fear that the Garleans might detect your foreignness. Foreigners, in fact, form the greater part of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea. You see, when the Empire subjugates new territory, it assimilates the people of that land into its armed forces. In turn, these conscripted forces are sent to subjugate faraway lands. In this way, Garlemald nips rebellion in the bud and expands its territory in one fell stroke. With that, my part in your mission is done. I'm full glad to have been of assistance to your cause. Why would I, a wealthy merchant, wish to help you? I know not where you heard such a tale, but believe me when I say that I am but another humble adventurer, one who desires only to act in the best interests of the realm. Yeah, sure. Let's pretend we believe that. While Glomund goes on about devising his plan, we need to see some preparation of our own. It wouldn't do if the Imperials were to discover that they are short in armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to put together a makeshift communications jamming device. The explanation is like to get a bit technical, so bear with me. Imperial forces communicate at a distance via electromagnetic waves. Simply put, voices are born upon etheric lightning energy that permeates the air. Now, the hill-sized cluster of corrupted crystals to the west has been observed to amplify the self-same energy. By making use of this property, we should be able to drown out Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystals among the cluster. For this, I need you to go there and use this device to take readings. I'll mark the likely places on your map. Oh, and just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to lightning energy. Don't be surprised if you run into a few. There's one reading. There's 2. There's 3. We're so close. Alright, just one more. Alright, we made it out of there. You have the readings. Excellent. Here, let me see the numbers. Yes, 4 of these crystals should suit our purpose, so I pray that we won't have need of their power. My thanks, Bayan. Yeah, I guess I'll take it. What's next? A quest at level 46, so we're gonna have to level up a bit. But first and foremost, I've got to yeah, I've got to sign off so that I can do it. Anyways, frickin'. Yeah, when we come back, I'm gonna do... Yeah, the next episode is gonna be a special episode where we do a dungeon that will raise me up to level 46, I hope, pretty easily. But until then, Crusnik X, out!